Hello, thanks for stopping by and checking out my bull elk video. I made a lot of mistakes on this video. One you're looking at right now, you can tell that vertical line is a little short. The sketch appeared to be okay at the time, but we'll find out here shortly what the major fail was on this one.
Great tasting water.
Well, if you haven't seen it already, you can take a look at the size of the body and the length of the neck, and there's a good shot of it right there. I'm desperately trying to get the proportions correct and get to the elk to look like an elk, but it's just not coming. And that neck is just standing out as a short specimen. In fact, I keep saying it looks like a cow. You're probably thinking the same thing, and you would be right. Well, I keep going, desperately trying to get this cowl to look like an elk. And I'm putting some of the details in the neck to see if I can extend it uh, and look proportion, but it's just not coming. I even conferred with an expert, and it was close according to the expert that I talked to, but I just couldn't stand it. But I tried and tried and tried. So you'll see here in just a minute what I had to do to make a drastic change. You see the eyes are in, some of the bodies are done, but I just couldn't do it. So here I go. Boom. Yep, I cut that head off, and I'm going to extend it with a spacer there. So I've got a dowel, which is a nail, and some wood glue, and here we go. Now it's starting to look a little better. We'll see how it turns out, if we're going to be able to hide these lines. Stay tuned. Well, here it is. We're going to find out if these lines stand out or if we've got to do something else more drastic to hide them. Not too bad, not too shabby. I'm getting closer to be satisfied with this. It's looking pretty good, but I still see lines. Fail number one. Well, this is the dry run with the antlers. It's looking pretty good, and I'm getting excited right now. It looks pretty good. As you can see with the dry run, it's turning out much better than what it had been prior to. So the next step is to get the base set up. And the base is just going to be the same type of wood put together and glued together. But one lesson I've learned is that you got to make sure all the excess glue is wiped away before you put it in the clamps, or at least while it's in the clamps. Because when you pull it out of the clamps, you got to make sure it's there. And here we go, 6 pieces. When it sticks to the clamps and fall out of your hands, there you go. Fail number two. Well, we've got the pieces glued together, and you still see a little lines. So here's the saved part. Yep, That right there is walnut stain on walnut wood. That's correct. And it makes a much darker color. So I'm going to stain parts of the elk in the places where pictures show a darker color on the elk. And I would call that a save. Now I'm going to mount this elk on a base and put some snow around the base. the base is pretty much done, we're going to put a mock-up number 2. And this one is much better than the first one. Now the mission is to try to get snow high enough and covered. Oh, and first we're going to put these antlers in a flat sealant to try to get them a little stronger. Anyways, we're going to now build a harness to try to hold these antlers up while they're drying in place. I came up with this at the very last second, and it worked out great. So here's the harness with the antlers and mock-up number 3. And this is the progression of snow. But a lesson I've learned on this one is the snow, you can't put a whole bunch at one time. It's got to go a little layers at a time, or else it just will never dry. Anyways, thanks for stopping by and watching the video. I appreciate everybody. I hope you can make some comments. We'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.